Hi all, welcome to my Australia Predictorfy predictions for the China game. This one is going to be interesting in the sense of it's Tony Popovich's first games in charge, and it'll be interesting to see who kind of gets the nod over certain players. But I feel like most of the team picks itself, it's just a few key areas that are under scrutiny. As always, we'll have a few notes underneath as well, which we'll get into in a little sec. But basically, Matty Ryan should start, but Izzo is seen as a second shout. Mainly, Ryan's not been playing any games at all for Roma, so could hamper his chances as a number one for Australia. But when he's one of the best goalies for when he was in like Alkmaar, for example, is what it is for like what he decided on. Lewis Miller is seen as the best right back for Australia at the moment. Guerra is the only other option, and I feel Miller starts despite Hibs' start to the season. Centre backs for now pick themselves in Suter and Kai Rolls. Burgess isn't playing for Ipswich. Deng's been hit and miss now for Albirex. Surikati's got a long-term injury, otherwise he'd probably be in with Suter. Left back is certainly up for debate with Jordan Boss and Aziz Behic, but I feel Boss just gets the nod. In my opinion, feels like the stronger of the two shouts, and he brings a more attacking option, which is needed in this game. It might mean he may be dropped for the Japan game, depending on how the result goes, because they sometimes always look for scapegoats. But I feel he gets the nod nonetheless. CDM's picked themselves. I feel Irvin and O'Neill. Metcalf's not in the squad. But I feel Irvin picks himself on his form in the Bundesliga, and Aidan O'Neill solid enough as well. Attacking, I'm thinking 4-2-3-1. I'm not 100% sure what they'll adopt, but Goodwin and Nestre will probably be the wingers. No Boyle. But I feel Nestre and Goodwin as left and right mids will work. Hrustic, I feel gets the nod over Riley McGree like a cam. Riley played well last couple of games, and definitely someone that's quite possibly could be brought in as an impact player second half, depending if Hrustic doesn't do the business. And then up top, Mitchell Duke always seems to get the nod, and I feel that remains the same. Striker's always a bit of a problem issue, sadly, for Australia, but it is what it is. But new manager bounce is kind of needed. Japan game, I'll obviously mention again later in the week, but for now, initially, I feel this may be the main team that will be used. I think, if anything, Hrustic will get dropped for, say, like a Bacchus, for example. And as I said, Beck could get brought in for Boss, but I feel like this is the main kind of like team that's going to get run out for the two games. It just depends on how Popovich is setting up against China and Japan. If he's going to go for it against Japan, then I wouldn't be surprised if this is the same team that he runs. But it's a bit of guesswork just now, but these are two games they need to win, or get a win in China, draw against Japan, and take it from there. But let me know, folks, what your thoughts are on the Australia predictions. As always, you can ask me on Twitter, Predictorfy, YouTube, all that good stuff, and I'll happily help folks. So have a good one, take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.